always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. And the Bruins will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Michigan's offense will have the football first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Gives it on the option. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. And the Wolverines line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Bruins offense will get the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Michigan. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Dropping back, it's Tollefson. And this will be it.
The defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Got a little space. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They boot it away on fourth down. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He turns like that, or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
They'll ride the hot hand. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun on third down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. And they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. To the air, it's Tollefson. He's got him in the flat. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. It's a fumble. He's past the 30. Still running at the 40. He's loose down the left side. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. The Bruins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Bruins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. The give out of the gun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. we've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Quarterback on the keeper. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Wolverines want to move quickly.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Tollefson. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Bruins will punt this one away. Hunt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were.
Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. Past the 30. He's at the... and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? He'll do it himself. Shoots his way for more. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
The Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
To the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Wolverines come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
To the air on first down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Send the tight end in motion. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. They want to throw it. Back's looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Back to pass, it's Tollefson. Gets it out fast. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the 1st. Still on his feet at the 45. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Bruin! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Content to run out the clock, the quarterback takes a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, the defense knew coming into the 2nd half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home. And
this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Man, the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Bringing the heat. Finds the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Tollefson. Here's the pressure. Looking for a big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit.
Number 19, on to punt it away.
Wants to return it. He gets a block. Touchdown, Wolverines! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 18 over Michigan State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking to pass. It's Tollefson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on.
Intentional grounding offense.
And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be fourth down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Hold.
They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Back to throw. It's Tollefson. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. And the Bruins are on the move.
First down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And he is corralled short of the line to gain.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive, and he does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up fourth and long.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh.
And that receiver makes that play look so routine, but it takes so much practice. Running that curl route over and over again against every type of zone coverage imaginable, so that on game day, that receiver can find the soft spot no matter what coverage the defense is in.
Trying play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Marsh. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
Unloads quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll move the tight end. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, looking for a man. Finds his tight end. Snowed under by the defense.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Michigan.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's